You know, I don't have many of these intro bits left, so I wonder if I'll actually come up with a good one before they're all done. Probably not. Welcome back to Cave Colonization, episode 97. Alright, we are right here today, here being, where I pointed out last episode, on top of this hill. And I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to build this right, because it was kind of hard picking, the right spot for this, because I build my builds on a super flat. I had to basically figure out where all these pillars would go and then build buildings on top of each other or something. I don't know. It was kind of a mess, but that's all right. And also you might notice that for once I don't have polished diorite pillars. I instead have polished deep slate pillars. The reason for this insane change is because I was already down here when I was taking the screenshot or the thumbnail since the last episode. I never went back up. Well, I did go back up and I put all my stuff away. Then I had to come back down to take the screenshots for the thumbnail. I may have flooded the cave and I need to go put these torches back down. As I mentioned before, this is going to be the outpost. So I spoke a little bit about that in the last episode. I'm not going to re-explain all the lore because it took me forever to do it last time and I don't particularly want to do it again, especially because it was so hard to do and fun to do last time, if you'd watched the video, which apparently I have not since I edited it down anyway. I guess I should probably explain why this episode is like a week late, and it's because I forgot. I was away from the 11th to the 18th, I think is the date. So between 96 and 95, and 96 and 97, what we're doing right now, there would have been a 3-week gap regardless of where I put the episode, unless I scheduled one to be uploaded while I was away. And I didn't really want to do that because I want to be there in case something goes wrong or I need to fix something, which never really happens. Although one time I did upload the raw footage instead of the edited episode, so, there is a reason not to say screw it and schedule it. Or I could be a little bit careful about what I upload, but who cares. So there was going to be a 3-week gap anyway. And then the reason that this video is 3 weeks after 96 is because I forgot that I was supposed to make an episode. See if I can talk, because I'm kind of struggling right now. This video was supposed to be the last Tuesday, but I misremembered and thought it was supposed to be the day you're seeing it on now, which is why you're seeing it on the day now, not where it should have been. So that's really my mistake. The next episode should be 2 weeks after this. Should be, anyway, as long as I don't do this stupid again. But, you never know with me. It is always quite possible. And I can clearly tell it's been a while since I've recorded a video because this is going splendiferous already. And by that, I mean it's going terribly, So, oh boy. It's gonna be another fun video to edit. I just love editing videos. It's so much fun. So much fun. Alright, but anyway, this is the outpost, and it's kind of really just 3 squares. I wanted there to be a little bit more than just 3 squares, like maybe a tower, but there already is a tower right there, so I didn't really want 2 of them. So I didn't build 2 of them. But even so, this build has mildly less shape and character than I would have liked, but I think that's okay. Also, I will do a little bit of texturing later with mossy and cracked stone bricks. I don't have much of that right now. I'll probably just go get it from the stronghold when I do get it, but texturing is boring, so I didn't want to put it in the video. And am I really going to run through all of my stone bricks? I think this is probably going to be the last stack I need. Probably. We'll see. That's pretty much the walls done, and I'm opening up the wrong app. I opened up notes instead of my screenshots. The good thing about this build is that there's actually no roof, so I don't have to pause to build the roof. I can just, I was gonna see if my axe took no durability. We got 4 stripped logs with only 1 durability. That's actually not that impressive. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of that. So I might damage the floors, turning some of the blocks into slabs a little bit more, and not slabs, stairs for the floor, and add cracked stone bricks and mossy stone bricks, but I'm not gonna do that now. I'm not gonna worry about that because it's boring to do all that and I don't feel like doing it. Also, I did not bring the supplies. Did I hear a chicken? I think I might finally be losing it. About time. Okay, so this does actually enter this room, which is good. I want it to... Am I hearing weird noises or am I just going insane? Is there like nothing around here? I don't think there is. I think I'm just actually... It actually just might be over for me. That's very... That's awesome, man. Just what I needed. Me to be insane. Okay, so I think the stairs look like that. I took a picture of them because I knew I would forget. And they actually don't look like that. They look almost like that, but not quite exactly. So there's one there, and then there's one there. I'll figure it out. You know what? Let's just do this room. I'm just going to try and put the floor in, and then I can worry about... well, that's not a torch. I can worry about actual interior a little bit later once I can figure this out. I'm gonna figure out these stairs real quick. Okay, so it looks like this entire box is one block too far back, so I need to pull this one block this way. So I'm gonna do that real quick. All right, slight change of plans. Rather than move this upper bit one block forward, because that would also require moving this entire thing, I just decided to move this one block back. A little bit of a delay and improper building and bad math and counting, but honestly, if I had gotten this right the first time, that would have been insane. I'm not too sure what's going on here. I think I need to make this stair face this way, and that should be good. Honestly, I'm not overly upset about that. It would have been really lucky to, you know, build it right the first time, like I probably should. I am just not that guy, so it's fine. I'm gonna mine all these and replace them with birch, and then I think that's the floor is pretty much done. I do need to figure out a little bit of what's going on with this corner here, but I will worry about that a little bit later. I think what I'm gonna do is go up to the top and put the ceiling in so I have that to stand on and hang lanterns from. Let's go up top and see what we're working with. And some of these will get replaced with trapdoors. I'm not going to do that right now, I think. I'm just going to put in a spruce floor before I damage it, because some of these blocks will be missing. As I mentioned last episode, like this structure is meant to be canonically hundreds of years old. Well, I mean, a lot of these are. But it's surprising that this wood, considering it hasn't really been one of the buildings that's been kept up, is all still here. Well, all, as we can clearly see, some of it is not going to be still here. And how exactly does this top ceiling look bit? That was not really a sentence I just said there, but you know, it's fine. And then I think this I need to get slabs for, so then there'd be a block like this, and then alternate the slab and the block every other one, yes, for lack of a better word. Okay, and then I need another chiseled to slap there and there and there, and I have one spare, which I think is fine. I didn't count exact stone bricks because I figured that the rock that I built around the base of this wouldn't be exactly accurate to the rock actually here in the cave. So if I come over here, some of this has been damaged. These should all be full blocks, but this one is a slab. This one's a stair. There's no corner here at all. And which side is this? This looks like the front. So there's another stair. A full block is still here, and then this one is a slab. Moving on to this side, we have another stair, and then, oh, this looks not right. There should be a stair here, and then not this. Guess this comes out a little bit more like this? Question mark? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It lines up with this wall then. And then we put our chisel back, and I think I can get rid of that. The spruce stair, it should be here instead. Where are my torches? Did I accidentally throw them out? Or did I put them in here? No. Did I put them in here? No. Did I put them in here? No, I think maybe I just put them all down, and I am out of them now. And using this screenshot, I can see that there isn't anything there, but there is one here, and then a slab. Okay, and then some of these also need to be knocked out. I think I'll worry about that a little bit later, and instead just start doing some interior work. Okay, so this should be enough to get me started. So there's kind of 3 rooms to the outpost. And now that I'm starting to start actual commentary, I wonder what I've been saying for the past 20 minutes. I guess I'll find out. There's 3 main blocks, buildings or something, whatever you want to call them. Can I put this? Oh, I don't want to sleep. Apparently it's nighttime. So there's a barracks, and then there's kind of a dining room, and then there's an armory. So we'll see all 3 of those. Right now I'm building the barracks, if you couldn't tell by the beds. Got a little... Can I place this, please? Jeez. A little lantern pole. I think I need a... Okay, don't have any stone bricks. Should be 3 stone bricks in one of these, I think. Then I do think I need a singular stone brick to place here, and then stair like that, another stair, I think another stair like that. I think this is a spruce stair, so I might need another stone brick stair to go there, but I'll figure that out later. I do need this painting though, So there is a painting. First try? No. Of course, there's a 50-50 for this painting, and I don't get it. Because why would I, you know? Okay, I need to get a little bit more stone bricks out. I should probably keep these stone bricks out, actually, just because you never know. So there are corner bushes, but they have long since died, so they are not quite green anymore. And also, an interesting, I guess, fact about this is that it's so old. Most of the corner bushes in Celadome use dark oak as a base. These ones predate that standard. They actually use spruce. So isn't that just absolutely fascinating? Probably not. I don't think anyone cares, but well, if you do, good for you. You just learned something cool and interesting. So on this desk, there is going to be a single candle, an item frame, an opportunity for lore, but I didn't write any, so there is no lore, and a skeleton skull, and I can get rid of this torch. And now I can get my torches back. And by torches, I mean one torch. So we add a little bit more stone bricks to figure out what that looks like on the outside. Actually, I can just go outside right here. Not too sure what's properly going on here, but it's chill. Then I can put these fences in. The windows are fences because I guess they are more secure than glass, but we will see that there is a glass window regardless. So this room right here is now the dining room. So we've got a table, 4 chairs. I wouldn't want to be this guy pushing his chair back too far. And I can see from my screenshot, this stone brick stairs should be up there. But I can't see from my screenshot if that is correct or if it should be 1 block higher. Okay, after checking really quickly, yes, it apparently is. This spruce stair goes here, and then the last 2 spruce stairs go right there to form the last couple of seats around the table. And then I need the door. You can slap that here. Then we can add a couple of things onto this table. So in the middle we have 4 candles, I think it's 4 anyway, and a flower pot. It's meant to be a cup. Add another one of these light poles. I need to get some light back in here because now that I've destroyed the torch, it is quite dark. There is one shelf that looks like this. And on this one shelf is a barrel, 4 sea pickles, and something else, a mangrove roots, like that. And then there should be some more lanterns here somewhere, although there aren't actually any in this room. I think there's one right there. Very low-hanging shelf, so I hope there were only short people here, or else they would have hit their heads on this. But that's fine. So in here, we can put down a lantern there, and I think there. Yep, I'm so right. I'm so cool and awesome. And that makes the last lanterns. And I need to get out some stuff for the armory room, which is this room. So we have 2 armor stands, which I'm going to load up with iron armor. Like that. And I realize my commentary now is just devolved into the usual this here like that kind of stuff. But we do have one window, as I mentioned, there is a glass window. And it is a stained glass window actually, and it depicts this. So this was meant to be like a sun and a reflection of the sun on water or something, and then there's blue to represent sky or water, I don't know. Oh, and this shulker box is now empty. I can't wait to put that one down a bunch of times looking for blocks that I'm meant to be putting down. So I do need 1 more spruce stair, so apparently I miscounted that. So I'm gonna have to craft some and leave blocks in my inventory. Oh boy. But to finish off the armory, and because I have nothing better to commentate on, I'm just going to put down the rest of these blocks. So we have my old anvil, which is chipped. I mean, it was supposed to be a chipped anvil in the build anyway, but then I added this sword on top, so it really doesn't matter that it's chipped because you can't tell. And then I think that's everything for the interior. And now we can go upper the ladder and finish off the upstairs. So now I will proceed to grab those spruce stairs because I need them. So this block here should be a spruce stair, and then I think this one here should also be a spruce stair. I think it's facing this way. Over here, there is a trio of barrels, one like this, and then that with sea pickles. I don't know why there's sea pickles. Sea pickles just seem like the kind of thing that would just be around in an old build, you know? Don't you get that vibe from sea pickles? Probably not, because that's a kind of random vibe to get from them. But we do have some moss carpet as well. And I can see from trying to place this moss carpet that I have indeed placed this spruce stairs in the wrong spot. And indeed, verily, it should be here instead. Bop. Looks like there's one more over here, and then I'm gonna need to craft more. This block is just missing, and these 2 blocks are replaced with spruce trapdoors. And boom, look at that weathering. Isn't that so exciting? There's texture and detail to this build. It's insane. Also, there's just candles lying around. So there's 2 here and then there's 3 right here. They're not lit or anything, but they're there. So that's something. And then that slab is missing. And it looks like this slab is missing. Then from the screenshots, I can't tell if any of the other ones are. And we are instead going to turn our attention to the second part of the upper platform bit, where there is again barrels and sea pickles, because sea pickles represent age or something. I think it's because they're like not very colorful, and you associate old things with not having a lot of color. They're desaturated, they're faded, you know. Sea pickles are desaturated and faded, kind of. They're a weird shade of green that looks old and moldy, I suppose, which makes them ideal for a situation like this. And all of that is kind of just BS because they're sea pickles, and I just made pretty much all of that up. I mean, some points are accurate, as in like old things are faded, but who out here really representing old with sea pickles? Oh wait, I am. Can I make my way downstairs, please? We're down ladder, I guess. Wow, what an adventure. We are almost finished. So then I think right here there's just another hole, and this is like that. And then this one is a spruce trapdoor, and I'm not sure where the 4th spruce trapdoor goes. So there's 3 lanterns. Those go outside the door. So then here's the platform, I guess. And then the castle will be over there. That's next episode. So this is meant to face it, to keep a watch. So now the only thing left is the exterior decoration. It's fairly simple throughout the entire thing. It really is just walls like this, and then walls like this, slab, slab. That's pretty much it, the entire thing for bits that don't have the window. And the only thing different for the ones that have the window is there is no center wall bit because the window is there. So that being said, I don't think I really need to show all of this all that much, but I mean, I guess I can. Oh, I should probably do this. So this one also has slabs as opposed to full blocks. I need to take a quick water break. Thank you for the hydrate. That is the only one that has like a full block. And then I don't really care to copy the detail exactly. It looks like I am going to need to put another pillar here. So this needs to be stone bricks and then a chiseled, and then bring this over. That seems not correct, but you know what? It's fine. I'll fix it and figure all this stuff out later. Who cares? Not me in this current time. I'm gonna just take up these slabs. I'll leave these ones down because I know they should be there, but I need slabs for doing this, so I'm going to keep them. And blah blah, this is just kind of boring exterior decoration. Fortunately, it's not so boring as to allow me to build it completely just, you know, quickly and flawlessly. I do still have to check because I occasionally overcomplicate things, and therefore when I end up trying to build them quickly, I end up building them wrong, like I just did, but that's just because I'm dumb. Okay, I think that's everything done. It's really just making this rock around the outpost look better. It fits in nicely. Get rid of that. Fix this side of the wall. Alright, that is the outpost. Like I said, I will go back and add mossy and cracked stone bricks to make it look a little bit more older. And I do think somewhere around here I want to put like a graveyard for all the guards, but oh, random stone bricks on the ground right here. But I think I'll do that outside of episode, and I'll show off edits I have. Is this the hell? I'll show off the edits I've made to this build in the next episode. Now I want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode, which hopefully will come out 2 weeks from now on time, but we'll see. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.